Hey friends, I got another pair of loops, but before we unbox that, let's talk about the last pair of loops that I bought. So I recently bought the bundle that you get these 3 pairs of loops, the Quiet, the Experience, and the Engage. I gave them a little test out, see which ones I gravitated more towards, and I think I have a verdict on which ones I prefer. And don't worry, we'll come back to this at the end of the video. Let's start with the Quiet 2, which is this one. So when you get your loop earplugs, you get a case along with it with your little ear tips in 3 different sizes, plus the size that's already attached to the loop itself. The size that I have attached to my loops are the extra small tips. For the Quiet, there is no hole right there because they're not going to allow sound to enter. These are the ones that are going to mute the most sound. These are great for wearing when you're trying to sleep. These ones are the ones that are the most flexible and bendable, which again is the most comfortable because you're trying to sleep and wear them into bed. I thought these were going to be very uncomfortable, but I actually ended up really enjoying these for when I'm in bed sleeping because I have a dehumidifier that runs in my room that I have to run in my room, and it actually helps block out that noise on those nights that I'm just a little bit kind of overwhelmed by noise. So let's talk about the Experience. These are the ones I didn't reach for a lot, and the reason why is because they're mainly made for concerts and large venue experiences. These ones are a lot different than the Quiet. They have a hole here, and that goes into here. You can see the hole that when you're wearing it, the sound goes in, and it mutes the sound. I just didn't enjoy these as much as the next pair that I'm going to be talking about. They're nice. I enjoyed these still, but not as much as I did the next pair that I'm going to talk about. Which brings me to the next pair that we're going to talk about, the Engage. This is the pair that 99% of the time I was wearing. Quite literally, these were in my ear constantly, and I love these. I will recommend the Engage to every person I see. Like, this is the one that I had in my ear all the time, just night and day. This is also one that has the little, it's hard to see, but there's a little hole there, again, to help the acoustic, and then you go over here and it has a little hole in it. It's different than the Quiet. It's similar in design to the Experience, but you can see the noise reduction rating is, a little bit lower. So for me personally, I really enjoyed these a lot more than these ones. But that's just personal. Everyone has their own opinions. And then I feel like the Quiet is their own beast. They kind of just, they're their own category over here. If you want just nighttime earplugs, they're just their own category. And then you're like, Casey, what's in the package? I didn't forget, guys. Okay, let's open it. So what if you don't want to get like 3 different pair? What if you want to have them all in one? They have that. It's called the Switch right here. It's all in one. One loop to rule them all. Ta-da! So here's what they look like. Now these ones actually do say left and right. The other 3 have been, ambidextrous. But this one, because it has a little, actual mechanism, you actually have to make sure it's left and right. And then here is the little mechanism, and you just click it to the right mechanism to determine how much you want it to block out the sound. So the open one is the Engage, then the Experience, and then the Quiet. It has that right here on the back of the box. And if you use this code, you'll get a discount. I hope that answered any questions you guys have. If you have more questions, just comment below. I'm happy to answer more questions because I found these fun.